Hey guys, welcome back to Maximum Automation. Today, I'm going to start a new tutorial series for Selenium with Python. Python is one of the most popular scripting languages amongst the community. And now people are using Python for their test automation as well because Python is simple and easy to learn. It's an open source language and it supports cross platforms. So today in this video, I'm going to show you how you can set up your automation environment or how you can set up the Python and Selenium on your system so that you can start with your automation development. So first of all, we'll start with the Python installation. To install the Python, what you need to do is you can open a browser, then you need to go to the python.org. Then here under the downloads, click on Windows. Here you can see the Python releases for Windows. This is the latest Python release 3.11.2 and the latest stable release is 3.10.10. So I'm going to download this latest stable release for the 64-bit installer. Once the installer download is complete, then you can run the installer to install Python on your system. The moment you run the installer, then you will get this Python setup screen. And from here, you can either go with the default installation or you can customize the installation like what components you want to install or if you want to modify the installation path. Also, click on the checkbox to add Python exe to the path variable. So this will add the Python installation path into the environment path variable so that we can run the Python command with the command prompt from any location. Here I'm going to click on Customize Installation. And then under the Advanced options, you can provide the Customize Install location. I'm going to provide my customized installation location where I want Python to be installed. You can choose your own location where you want to install the Python. And you can see the other option here like install Python 3.10 for all users if you want to install it for all the users available on your system. Then you can check this option. So you can check and uncheck these checkboxes based on your requirement, like which components you want to install as part of this installation. After that, click on Next. In few minutes, Python installation will be done. And once the installation is completed, then you can search for Python and then open that application. So this is a Python interpreter where we can write our Python program and we can test it whether it is working or not. Here we can directly run our code. This is the Python version installed on my system. Now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to print some text by writing the code directly over here. So I'm going to type print and then hello Python. So once I press enter, then you can see it printed the hello Python in the console. So you can write your program here and then you can see that if that code runs perfectly or not. Now to check that your Python environment variable is configured properly, what you can do is you can open a command prompt and then in the command prompt, you can type Python -- version and then press enter. Here you can see that it shows the Python version installed on the system. So if your environment variable is correctly configured, then you will get the Python version displayed over here. In case your environment variable is not configured properly, then it will throw an error that the Python command is not recognized. Here we can see that it returns the Python version when I execute the Python version command, which means my environment variable is properly set for Python. As part of the Python installation, PIP will also be installed on your machine. PIP is basically the dependency management system for Python, which is called as Package Installation Program and helps to install the packages for Python. Now let's see if PIP is installed on my system or not. And for that, I can type the command pip -version. Here you can see that it shows the PIP version 22.3.1 is installed on the system. Now using the PIP, we can install the different packages into the Python environment. For example, as we are going to create a test automation framework using Selenium, so we need to install the Selenium package. And we can use the PIP to install the Selenium package into the Python environment to use Selenium libraries to automate our application. So either we can use the PIP to install the packages, or if you're going to use the PyCharm editor for your development, then in PyCharm, there is an inbuilt package management system available, which we can use to install the packages. So PyCharm is basically an IDE like we have Eclipse for Java, Visual Studio for C#. Similarly, we have PyCharm for Python. I will also show how you can use that package management system in PyCharm to install the packages. But in case you're going to use any other editor which does not provide the package installation mechanism, in that case, you can use PIP to install your packages. And for that, what you need to do is you can type the command pip install. Let's say I need to install the Selenium package, so I can type Selenium and then press enter. Here you can see it started installing the Selenium package. Now the package is installed for Selenium 4.8.2 version, which is the latest version available. And if you want to verify which version of Selenium is installed on your system, then you can type the command Python, and in the double quotes, you can type import Selenium colon print Selenium dot underscore version underscore. So here what I'm doing is I'm running the Python command in the command prompt. Here I have provided a single underscore and I need to add extra underscore over here. Now, when I press enter, then you can see that it shows the Selenium version as 4.8.2. This is how you can get the Selenium version installed on your system. Apart from this, there are other mechanisms also to check or verify the package installation. You can type the command pip list, and that command will display all the downloaded packages. You can see here that Selenium is installed and the version that is installed is 4.8.2. Then another command to check the version of the package, then another command to check the version of the package that is installed or whether it is installed or not. You can type the command pip show and then the package name. So you can see here, it shows the details of the package Selenium. The version is 8.2. This is the home page of the Selenium and the other information you can see. So all the package information you can see by this command. Now, apart from the Selenium package that you might need is a test framework to work with the automation development. And PyTest is a test framework available for Python. Like we have TestNG or JUnit for Java, NUnit or XUnit for C#. So similarly, we have PyTest for Python. Now to install that package for test framework using the pip, we can type the command pip install, then the package name as PyTest. This command will also install the PyTest package. Here you can see that it successfully installed the PyTest. And if you want to check the PyTest test version, you can type the command pytest --version. Then it will display the PyTest test version in the console. Now the next thing is that we need to download the IDE or editor where we'll write our Python program for Selenium. And for that, I'm going to use the PyCharm, which is the IDE for Python. I'm going to download the PyCharm, which is provided by the JetBrains. And to download it, you can search PyCharm download. And then go to jetbrains.com. Here you can see that we have one professional and community version. You can download the community version. It is totally free. Once the download is complete, then you can run the installer to install the IDE into your machine. The moment you will click on the installer, you will get this screen and then click on next. After that, you can choose the location where you want to install the PyCharm and then you can click on next. After that, you can choose the installation option, whether you want to create a desktop shortcut or you want to add the PyCharm into your path variable. So all these options you can check or uncheck and then you can click on next. After that, again click on next. And then you can see that it has started installing the PyCharm. So in few minutes, PyCharm will also get installed into the system. Now the installation is done. Click on Finish to finish the installation. Once the installation is done, then you can open the PyCharm. You can see this is the PyCharm editor. And now to create a new project, let me click on New Project. Then here you can provide the location of your project where you want to create. Let me provide my project name as Selenium Project. And then I'll click on Create. So a new project has been created. You can see that this is our Selenium project and this is a default main.py file. This is the default file which will be called, or this can be the start point of our framework. You can use that main file, or if you want, you can also avoid that file. It totally depends on how you are going to create your framework. Here, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to first create a folder under this Selenium project with the name as drivers. I'm going to write my code related to the drivers. And under the drivers folder, I'm going to add one Python file as driver.py. Now the next thing is that we need to install the packages to continue with our development. For example, we need Selenium package to start with our automation development. One method which we saw earlier is that we can install the packages through the command line using the pip. And then another method is that I can install the packages from the PyCharm itself. And for that, what I need to do is I need to go to the settings under file. And then here you can go to the project and then click on Python interpreter. You can see here that these are the installed packages. And then if you want to download a new package, then you can click on the plus icon here. Then you'll see the screen for available packages, and here is the search box to search for the packages. Using that, we can search for the package which we want to install. Here I'm going to type the package name as Selenium. Select the Selenium from the search results. And then I'm going to click on the Install Package button to install the Selenium package for this Selenium project. Here you can see that the package has been installed successfully. Now the next I'm going to install is PyTest. So this time I'll search for PyTest. You can see the PyTest is available here. And then again, I'll click on the install package. Now this package PyTest is also installed successfully. After that, the next package I want to install is WebDriver Manager to manage the browser driver binaries. WebDriver Manager can be used to manage our browser driver binaries so that we don't need to install new binaries every time we have a new version of a browser available. If you want to get more details on the WebDriver Manager, you can watch my previous videos where I have described in detail that what WebDriver Manager is. So the WebDriver Manager package is also installed. Let me close this screen. After that, I'm going to write my first script under this driver.py file. First of all, I'm going to import the package for Selenium. And to do that, I'm going to write from Selenium import WebDriver. This way, we can import the packages in Python. Here it means that from the Selenium package, I want to import the WebDriver library. And after that, I'm going to initialize the WebDriver object by writing driver equal to WebDriver.chrome. To initialize the WebDriver browser, we need to pass the Chrome binary file. But because I'm going to use the WebDriver manager, so I'm not going to provide the binary file path. Instead, I'm going to import the WebDriver manager libraries. And for that, I'll write from WebDriver manager.chrome import Chrome driver manager. After that, I'll type from Selenium dot webdriver.chrome dot service. Import service as Chrome service. And then in WebDriver Chrome, I'll pass service equal to Chrome service. And in brackets, I'll type Chrome driver manager, which is available under WebDriver manager. And then I'll call the .install method. So this install method will automatically install the compatible driver binaries against the latest browser version available on the machine. For example, if I have a Chrome version 110 available on the machine, then it will automatically download the compatible Chrome binary file. Or in case if my browser version is upgraded to 111, then it will download the latest binary file for the latest Chrome version. Now I have initialized my WebDriver object. So the next step is to navigate to the application URL. And I'm going to write the code driver.get. Here I'll provide the URL for amazon.com. Then I'll maximize the browser window. And for that, I'm going to type driver.maximize window. Here I'm going to add wait for 5 seconds. And after that, I'll quit the WebDriver object. I have written this small piece of code to show you how you can start with automation development using Selenium with Python. Also, let me print some information into the console. So here I'll print navigating to Amazon. And at the end, I'll print quit the browser. Now, if I want to run my program, then I can right click on this file and then select the run driver. This will invoke Chrome browser and will navigate to amazon.com. Then it will wait for 5 seconds and after that it will quit the browser. You can see that a browser has been invoked. Here the amazon.com web page is displayed. So this is how you can start or set up the environment to start with your Selenium automation with Python as a language. I hope you liked this video. Please put your comments in the comment box. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.